Now that the Puppet Place 48 is behind us, I wanted to share a glimpse into my process and how I put my short film together. The 48-hour window started at 7 PM on the 12th of September, with an email sent out announcing the challenge prompts, and after a quick check of the rules, it was time to start brainstorming to come up with some ideas. For this project I started with a script, as I knew it would be quite dialogue heavy. Once I'd recorded all the lines, I added the sound effects and I put the music in. It was a bit like doing a radio play, as this way I could keep it concise and keep the video to a maximum duration of 3 minutes, which was what was allowed. The next day started bright and early with a few rereads of the script. I was trying to familiarise myself as much as I could with it before I started filming. As usual, I shot every puppet separately, trying to do a full take of the whole video with each puppet. That way it would make it a little bit easier to edit together. I'd be lost without the monitor, as I'm desperately trying to remember where each character is in the shot. The script is also by my feet, as I try to memorise as much as I can before each take. I did have one accident where a puppet fell and it smashed the glass it was holding. That delayed me a bit, cleaning up all of the glass. That's just what you need, isn't it, when the clock is ticking? Overall, I shot far too much footage on a Saturday, more than I ever would use, but I wanted to try different styles and different takes, sometimes playing up the comedy, sometimes trying to be a little bit more subtle. Sunday was the final day, so it started early with the chroma key, the green screen suit filming. I use the green screen suit more than you'd think in my videos, especially when I need a puppet to hold or use a heavy prop. It's one of the advantages of making a video with the green screen. With all the footage now shot, I now had to match up all of the audio and visual elements, which means matching up the video footage with that audio track that I'd already recorded. I was then able to start digitally adding the backgrounds. Truthfully though, using the green screen is pretty easy as long as you've lit it evenly. The main use though of the green screen for me isn't to remove the background. The advantage of using the green screen is so I can add multiple puppets to the same scene. Once the footage was all together, I started to look at how I could use editing to help tell the story. I had to decide when to do a close-up and where I wanted the audience to look at any point. I then started to do some colour correcting, giving this video that 1950s sitcom look. At that point, I got the video to look and sound how I wanted, and I was kind of happy with it. I think you can't aim for perfection in these 48-hour challenges. You just have to get to a place where you're happy with what you've got. Remember guys, a film is never completed, it's only ever abandoned. And it was then time to upload it just in time before the deadline. Then I just had the job to tidy up all my mess. Thanks guys for watching. This was my behind the scenes video of the Puppet Place 48.